Today is Sunday, the 2nd of August, 2026, and I am here with Benjamin, and we are going to talk about the first half of his third medical leave.
Chapter 13 The Trend. The year ahead was structured by the leave itself. The third medical leave required at least one full year off from Northwestern, so I wasn't planning around the next quarter, a full calendar year, to do whatever I needed to do. The schedule from November stabilized into the rhythm of the year, 1 or 2 sessions a week with Kim over video mapping the parts, 2 private Tai Chi sessions with Sifu Gary, plus a group session on Friday or Saturday if I wanted to attend. The work running every day, the teachers seeing me consistently, no interruption from school or the next quarter or the next deadline. The marijuana was still present every day. The binging and purging had come down from every day to 2 or 3 times a week, 1 episode per day. Both were reduced from the levels of 2022. Neither were gone. What had changed was my relationship to them. I wasn't at war with the parts of me that smoked or binged or purged. They were parts. They were doing something. I was beginning to understand them rather than fight them. That understanding kept developing through the winter and into the spring. The work with Kim, the work with Gary, 2 voices teaching me a new way of approaching myself that I had never had before. There was one Thursday in late March when I arrived at the park 10 or 15 minutes early, rolled up and smoked. The gazebo in the park was our temple of practice. By the time Sifu Gary arrived, the smoke was done and I was waiting. I greeted Sifu Gary in the traditional Tai Chi way. Right fist to left palm, step back with the right foot, turning the right hand outward, the left palm with it, then forward again, right foot back to center, hand to palm, and then he gave me the message. The other things you do don't define you. What defines you is that you're here, in this gazebo, at this park, with the intention to practice Tai Chi and further your stroke recovery. Don't focus on the bad. Focus on the trend of the whole picture. It was the first time in almost 2 years of smoking marijuana that I didn't feel judged for the external habit. Someone was focused on my internal state, on the trend of where I was going. April through June ran the same as the months before. Wake up, gentle flexibility routine, Tai Chi, journal, mapping the parts, tracking the situations that would trigger me toward marijuana, toward binging and purging. Around 9 or 10 I'd smoke, head to the gym for my workout, back home, private lessons with Sifu Gary on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That was 3 months of the same days. The trend was holding, the work was holding. The body had been teaching me how change actually happens through the gentle flexibility routine. The hip and shoulder first, then the elbow and the knee, then the ankle and the wrist, then down to the fingers and the toes, sequence, time, the slow building of one connection before the next one could be reached. That was what real change was, the kind of pace I had refused to accept until this year. Then Alex's wedding weekend in late June of 2023. My father, Sam, and I flew into Chicago on Friday morning. The wedding was Saturday. Alex and Azra got married, family and friends gathered. The day went the way weddings go. I smoked and drank my way through the celebration. Sunday morning, I drove into downtown Chicago with our family friends who had flown in from the United Kingdom for the wedding. They were staying through Monday night before flying back home. We ate lunch in the city. After lunch, I needed to get high. I pulled out my phone, opened Google Maps, searched dispensaries, picked one a few blocks away. As I was walking out the door, they asked where I was going. I said just around the corner. They asked if they could come with me. I said yes. We got to the dispensary. They had their international IDs. The security at the door wouldn't let them in, so they waited outside. I went in. I was inside for over half an hour. What happened inside the store was the recognition, standing in the line, family friends waiting outside on a Chicago sidewalk for over half an hour, because I needed to buy marijuana before I could keep going with the day. I was a full marijuana addict. I knew I needed to attend drug rehab. It wasn't a thought from the mind, it was a full feeling from the body. The same certainty I had felt in the hospital about walking again. The same instrument that had told me what I was expected to be was now telling me what I needed to do at 22. The body had always known. I was just now beginning to learn to listen. Within the week, I was on the phone confirming my attendance for rehab.